Welcome back to another episode of the Gambling Goatz podcast. He's Johnny. I'm Shea. And we're into week 3 already in the NFL action, Johnny. What has been going through your Sundays?
You know what? First week was tough. Sundays have been dogs eating. Games have been crazy. It's been quite the start to a football season. A lot of tough fans out there, but last week was fun. We didn't get our bets all in, but I had quite the weekend. Made some money on that Green Bay game. Can't complain. How about you?
Well, yeah, it's always nice when your team wins, right? Like your Green Bay Packers got a W, my Patriots got a W. Maybe they're not as bad as we thought they were. It could be an okay season for us, buddy. We don't have to cry yet.
Yeah, well, you said it, not me.
So as always, Gambling Goats podcast is brought to you by Davies Group, your one-stop shop for all your building needs. And let's dive into this. Johnny, you want to kick us off here? Let's see your picks for this week.
Week three's tough. We got a lot of, I think we know who the good teams are. Some tough games last week to watch. Yeah. So one of those being the Ravens, watching them blow that lead to Miami. Tyreek Hill having an all-time week on fantasy points. Didn't get me the W because of a couple other things, which sucked. But, hey, the Ravens really blew that. But Lamar Jackson and the Ravens were looking good for the first 3 quarters. I think that's going to sting real bad. I think they have to come back and get this dub over your Patriots. It's 3 points. I think they can do it. The Patriots haven't been looking that steady. They haven't been, doing anything special. And I think the Ravens can really run down the clock and also throw and run for points. So I think they're just going to walk away with a 6-7 point dub here.
Johnny, this is going to be funny because I think we have a lot of the same picks this week because I'm also fading my Patriots this week. Yes, the Ravens collapsed defensively last week against the Miami Dolphins, but that Miami team is so fast, man. Between Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill running up and down the field there, like the Patriots don't have players that compare to that at all. Yes, the Patriots are a pretty run-heavy team, and Baltimore's defense, they're questionable. They did blow that big lead and let Miami storm back and come through the back door and win that game. But I like Mac Jones as much as I do. I just don't think he's there yet. And this Baltimore defense, if he puts up a couple lob balls, is going to pick him off a few times. And I'm gonna ride with you, buddy. I'm taking Baltimore minus the 3 as well, buddy. Let's do it.
Let's go. Let's ride, Ravens. I'd also maybe be looking at the under, but I'm not going to get into that. Let's just see how that goes. What do you got for your second pick here this week, Shea? Week 3. Let's go.
Week 3. And you know what? This is more of just I hate right now. I'm hating this quarterback. Matt Ryan has been playing some of the worst football I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know if this guy's just old and washed up or if it's the new scheme coming into things. He's a longtime Falcons. He looked good when he was old there. But coming over to a new team in Indy, going up against this Chiefs team that's, let's be honest, they're very good. I'd put them as the second best team in the league, right behind Buffalo. Buffalo is a powerhouse team. So, I mean, I don't like the number. 5.5 is kind of a tricky number for me. It's never gotten me any luck, but I'm going to lay the 5.5 with the Kansas City Chiefs. I just think they could do whatever they want with the football on offense, and we'll see what happens if they can shut down Matt Ryan again this week.
Yeah, wow. I think we do have a lot of the same picks this week, so this is going to be hopefully easy money for both of us. But absolutely right, Shea. Kansas City doesn't get the respect they deserve for what they do. Patrick Mahomes, especially, with how many Super Bowl appearances and they're there every year. They're a dominant year this year again. They're really looking good. Patrick Mahomes is really running the ball, getting out of the pocket when he needs to, finding space and finding his wide receivers. So Kansas City and Buffalo, definitely top tier teams this year. And Indianapolis, like you said, I know Matt Ryan probably threw like 250 the first week there, which was a good week. He was like top 5 leaders, but he's just been downhill. He's been looking like crap. The games haven't been that great. A lot of running. I'm going to take Kansas City as well, minus
Let's
5.5
ride.
points.
Let's
We're laying the
ride.
points. We're with the winners. You know, it's been dogs. I think it's week 3 is when the good teams start shifting gears and really grabbing for points, especially against a team like Indy. So I think that's a good pick.
You know, man, yeah, we're gonna keep riding together on those favorite picks.
We can get into the next one.
You want to get into it already? Because I think we're both on the same side here. I think I mentioned it. I think you mentioned it.
It's Buffalo.
It's Buffalo.
And they're playing Miami Dolphins, and that's, you know, what Miami just did was incredible. But I'd like to see the consistency before I can really get on Miami's wagon. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Tua isn't the most consistent guy. So, and Buffalo and Josh Allen are dominant this year. They want the W.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you. Week 1, Tua played the Patriots, and honestly, they only really scored 1 touchdown on offense. They got a couple on defense. So that offense really did nothing for me the first day. The second week, Baltimore, that big comeback, but Baltimore's defense was questionable. You know, they let a lot of things. They just kind of let off the gas. They were up by what, 20 some odd points. That should never have happened, and I can't trust this Miami team to do something to such a powerhouse team like Buffalo. Mind you, Buffalo's defense is pretty banged up. Their last game there, they got a bunch of injuries. A lot of their key guys in the safety positions are gone, and they really rely on those guys to ball hawk and go up and get that football. So I'm with you, buddy. Let's go Buffalo minus the 5.5. It scares the crap out of me. This is probably going to be our sweatiest pick, but let's ride. Bills are a wagon, baby.
Let's ride. You know what? It's 2 great teams. It's going to be the most exciting game to watch. I'm really looking forward to it. What else? I was looking at the Jacksonville and Charger game with Herbert.
That one intrigues me.
But I'm leaving that out, and all I've got left is a nice little anytime touchdown, 2 of them parlay. Pretty simple picks, pretty easy. I like the coverage. I like what's happening. So if you want to get into your teaser, if you have any more picks, you can go first, Shea. And
all right. Yeah, I got one more pick here, and this one is just purely, I don't think the Chicago Bears are good. They are playing the Houston Texans. Houston's looked decent. They've hung around. They got a tie. They played great against Denver. I don't think the Chicago Bears should be a 3-point favorite versus the Houston Texans. I think Houston's probably the better team. They're the better coach team. I'm gonna take the Houston plus the 3. That's my only dog pick this week. And I can't trust the Bears. You know, they beat San Fran in what, a hurricane weather, all that rain and crap, and then they got blown out by the Packers. So yeah, I'm gonna ride with Houston here.
The Packers own the Bears. The Packers own the Bears. But yeah, don't know how Justin Fields, he ran it in last game, that running in first touchdown. I couldn't believe it. Not only did it screw up my first touchdown, but I just thought it was disgusting. You got nice receivers. Spread the love to your team. Screw the Bears. Nice pick, Shea. I love that. I could see where you're coming with that with the Houston Texans. I think that's a good pick.
Thank you.
I got 2 guys I like, 2 wide receivers, 2 games they need to put up points because they're both 0-2. And I'm talking about the Bengals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Both 2 teams 0-2. You know, Carr hasn't been looking sharp, but he has been getting the ball to Davante Adams. Big package there. The guy is the best wide receiver in the league, I think. And I'm taking him for a touchdown along with another very good wide receiver with the Bengals. Name's Jamar Chase. Don't know if you heard him. These two teams and quarterbacks need this W. I think this is a focus game for both these teams to get down the field and put up TDs. And those are their guys. So I think that's an easy parlay to get a bit of your money back. I'm going to hammer that this week.
Yeah, I like the approach. They're hungry dogs run faster. Both these guys lost the first 2 weeks. And here's the best part. Davante Adams, yeah, he got a touchdown last week, but he only got me 25 yards in fantasy. Come on, Davante. Let's step this game up. He's due for a big game.
Big game.
Big game. I like that pick, man.
For teasers?
My teaser. I got a big teaser this week, and I actually really like this teaser. So my first leg is going to be Atlanta is currently +1. I'm going to tease them up 6 points to +7. I would like to have it at +1.5 to get to that 7.5, but 7's fine. They're playing the Seattle Seahawks. I just think these are two shitty teams. Atlanta stayed out on the West Coast after they played the Rams last week, so they don't have to worry about that cross-country travel. They've been practicing in Seattle the entire week. I think they're going to be ready to rock against this Geno Smith-led Seahawks. So that's my first leg. Atlanta up to +7. And my second leg is we're going to a division game with the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Washington Commanders. I hate Carson Wentz. He sucks. He's a bum. I'm going to tease the Eagles down to -0.5 point and pick the Eagles in this one. All they have to do is win the game. Jalen Hurts is going to have a big game, and combine those two, and you're sitting pretty on some cash right there.
Hey, buddy, I don't blame you. I like what you're doing with Atlanta there. I can see that game going either way. The last game there, tough one for me. I wouldn't touch, but hey, whatever floats your boat.
Hey, man, Jalen Hurts. I just traded away Miles Sanders in fantasy, made a big move. I think it was a questionable call on my part, but I think Philly's a good team. They're a sneaky good team.
Well, not really sneaky. They are just playing really well. Absolutely. But either way, tough game. Nice picks, nice teasers. Is that parlayed together?
That is parlayed, so that's a teaser. Yeah, both those guys together. Atlanta up to +7. Philly -0.5 point.
Love it. No, I think that's easy money. Easy money, Shea. Nice picks. Well, that's our week 3. Let's get some more Twitters out there. We're going to have some first touchdowns, which I love touching. Shea, you got anything else for us before we get out here?
I'm going to definitely have a quarterback touchdown parlay coming up. I'm thinking Joe Burrow's going to have at least 2 touchdowns. Who else? I like Jalen Hurts to even run one in. And then Josh Allen 2+ touchdowns. That's a lock for sure. I'm going to throw something out there.
You just made a ticket.
I just made a ticket just off the top of my head. This would be an auto bet most weeks.
And that's what we do, guys. That's what we do. We up 2,800 last weekend. Let's have ourselves a great weekend this weekend. Lots of good football on the card this week.
Can't wait for this weekend, buddy. Hey,
love it.
Let's make some money, brother.
That's right. Have a great weekend, buddy. Cheers.
Cheers.